started calling it the economy. So I've kind of been watching for a while, and then when this came out, oh boy, this is great. But in reality, I don't call it the economy, I call it the me economy. Because really what the me economy is about is it's about me. It's about me not having to go to work 9 to 5. It's about me not having to have a boss. It's about me having more time with my family. It's about me having more money. Or keeping a big part of it. So that really is what the me economy or the you economy is all about, is bettering your own life, getting more time, freedom, and more money. And there are a few things that have come to pass to make this possible. The fact that we even have a new economy now is kind of, well, it's a progression from about 60 years ago when Amway came into being. A lot of people saw Amway as an opportunity to do exactly what the new economy is all about, and that is to get more time, freedom, and make more money. And it worked. Using slide edge principles, over this past 60 years, this thing has compounded. Now all of a sudden, not only have they realized there's an economy out there, but they have studied it, there are studies about it, and now they've named it. And once you name it, we all know it never goes away. So we now have a new economy, and it's going to be around, and it's going to get bigger, and it's going to primarily take over. It will never encompass everybody. It can't. We don't want it to. Nobody else can fill our cars. We're all in business for ourselves. So we certainly have to have the other stuff. But the U economy is really kind of significant. And from this magazine or from this publication, it states that 1/3 of all U.S. adults have earned money via the U economy. And what that simply means is they had a side stream of income, most of them. But when you start talking about 1/3 of the U.S. adults, that's a lot of people that are in these types of businesses. Then he goes on to say that by the year 2020, that number will be 50%. 1/2 of all the U.S. adults will have an income stream from the U economy. So that's a lot of people too. So also within the next 5 years, we will see an additional 47 million Americans join the U economy. I don't know about you, but I want my piece of that. So what the publication does is highlight, and you can see them on the cover, a few companies. What they really were trying to say is the U economy is not about a brick and mortar business. It's not about just simply saying I'm going to be self-employed and go and buy a franchise. It costs a lot of money. You've got to have a lot of capital. You've got to spend a great deal of time there. You don't make any money for about 5 years, and you die young. So that's the antithesis of the U economy. But Uber was the first one. It's a platform under which a person can just take the car they're driving right now and become a taxi. It doesn't take any money, doesn't take anything, but they can do that. Then Etsy. Etsy, I think, is where you can go online and sell like crafts and stuff like that you produce. Then there's TaskRabbit. Let's just say you've got a plumbing problem, you post that on TaskRabbit, and then you'll get bids from people it's kind of like Angie's List on steroids, if you will. And then there's Upwork. Upwork is where you can actually become a contract worker at home, be it data entry for companies or answering the telephone or that type of thing. A couple of things that are uncommon with all 4 of those, and really with all companies like them, and they're negative, and that is there's no upper income. I mean, you're not really unlimited as to what you can earn, primarily because you're not duplicatable, and there's no residual income. So then the last one they came up with was Nerium. And Nerium represented, what they're using Nerium to do is represent the entire body of direct selling companies. So the reason they picked Nerium is obvious, not because we pay for it, but simply because of the achievements and what Nerium promises for the future and the opportunities it offers. But it says in this publication that these are my slides, I'm sorry, that that says that network marketing is the most attractive of all the companies, all the types of companies in the U economy. And then it goes on to the next 3 pages and it talks about Nerium. And again, we did not pay for that. But hang on a second here. Okay. So what they also say, and obviously they said there's 47 million new people coming into this business. They say that direct selling is the most enticing of the group of companies. And of course then they pick Nerium as being the top of the food chain in that realm. And I don't think anybody here is going to disagree with that. So if that's the fact, then 47 million people are going to come in. Nerium is certainly going to get its share of those people. Right? So what percentage is that? Who knows? It really doesn't make any difference. But let's just say it's 1%. So over the course of the next 5 years, 470,000 people are going to join Nerium using those numbers. Does that sound outlandish? Maybe. Mary Kay's got 5 million people. So 470,000 over the next 5 years is not that big a deal. So yes, it could very well happen. So to finish up on this, I really want to, the question obviously is, should you become part of the U economy? All of us in here who are brand partners are already part. If you're a guest, the question is, should you be? Well, if 47 million people are going to join it, I would say that you should certainly take a look at it. But the question I want to leave you with is this. Assuming that there's going to be 470,000 people join Nerium over the next 5 years, do you, if you're a guest, want to sign up under the number 469,999? Or do you want to pull the trigger and have 469,999 people available for you to sign? That's the question.
Thank you, Jon Rigsby. I want to just go back for a second as I was sitting there. Jon offered some great nuggets of wisdom about the U economy, and we thank you for doing all that research to benefit all of us. But I want to go back because a minute ago I shared that this is not a time for me to go on a serious run. Not until after my daughter's wedding. It's done next week, right? Does that stop me from working my business? No. I sent out 5 samples yesterday. I signed up a new customer yesterday. And this morning, the first thing I saw was somebody asking for a sample. So, I'm not saying that to boast or brag, but I just don't want anyone in here to say, I'm like Jen, and this isn't my time to work my business, because that is not what I was saying. I was just saying that this is not a time for me to say, I'm going to bust it out and do 10 a day. Because that's cuckoo. My daughter's getting married.
What I like about what Jon said is, if I'm on Etsy and I paint, let's say, I can't draw a stick person. Let's just say I do. Let's say I was a great painter and I came up with these paintings and I sold them on Etsy. I can't get a team of people to be great artists and sell on my page and make money. I can't be an Uber driver. I only make money when I'm in my car Ubering. So I can't get all my friends to Uber, and then I make money on their picking up from people at Power. You know, I mean, just think if Uber was a multi-level marketing company. We don't have to have Uber. We have Nerium. And we have products that work. And we have a company that is amazing. And I know that for all of you that were at conference, and hopefully the ones that weren't heard the news, we are definitely getting 3 new products next year, in 2017. So you'll have 3 opportunities next year to boom your business, and you didn't have to do anything. If I'm a painter and I want to boom my business on Etsy, I can paint more. And I got to post more, and I got to ship more, and I have to get more supplies, and you know, I mean, there's always that more, but Nerium does all that more for us. And then all of a sudden we wake up one day and there's a new product in our back office. We didn't have to research it. We didn't have to market it. We didn't have to or we have to market it. We don't have to do any of the things going forward. So Connor's not here today. He had an alumni baseball game today. But him and his friend are talking about this business that they want to start. And they're talking about it and researching it, and figuring out what they're going to do. And in the back of my mind, up front, I'm totally supporting him. Mike is supporting him. In the back of my mind, I'm like, why are you doing all that? You're doing all of that stuff Jeff Wilson does for you. You don't have to do any of that. But he's young and he's out of kind of way, right? But I keep thinking about that when he's saying all the things that I've had to do to open my boutique. I didn't just go there one day and all the clothes were there, and all the racks were there, and all the jewelry was there, and all the shoes were there, and it was beautiful. I had to do all of that preparation. So that's the beauty of Nerium, is it's just going to keep getting better, and as long as you're there, you get to take advantage of all of that. Awesome. The 90-day challenge. 90-day challenge. It's new. You should look it up in your back office. We don't spend a lot of time on this, but we're going to be getting a new app that we're going to be talking about later. But yeah. So
I will say that the 90-day challenge, it starts in October. So you may not see a lot of information on it right now in the back office, but just be patient. Know that it's coming. The way what it comes down to, if you weren't at conference, is we used to have like a $4,000 valued getaway with the top leadership, and now we're in multiple countries, so that's really not practical. Like, we can all put that together, right? So they have devised new rewards and new incentives, and it's going to drive your customers putting their pictures into that system, because there's a lot more rewards coming out to the field for sharing their before and after photos. So just be looking for that this month. You're going to get a lot more information, and listen to your corporate update calls on Tuesday, because they'll go over it there too when it gets closer.
So we all got, this is our gift at conference. If you weren't there, we got a strip of the Nerium ice samples. And so while we were at conference, and you have to go back several hundred posts on my page, but you want to look and see what I posted, I just said, who's going to win or something like that, and I blah, 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 blah. And then so I had 8 or 9 people say yes, even though I told them the first 5, right? So I had 8 brand new people that had never said anything about Nerium. Several of those people were on my boots page. I'll say that again. But so I got the little eye sample card, put a little blue dot on it, stuck the eye sample on it, put my label on it, and sent a thank you card and I wrote in it like the old school stuff. You actually write something. My hand was killing me. But anyway, I sent 5 of those out, and then what do you think I did with the other 3 plates? Did I ignore them? No. Like, I'm going to I have 2 sit-downs next week with 2 of them, and then the other lady, I'm going to go to her work and give her an eye sample from my bottle. So, I'm not going to, just discount all those people, but cool, one post got 8 samples out. Oh.
I'm excited about this for a lot of reasons. There's a lot of ways to use this to grow your business. Raelyn took the time to talk with the NMD chat line and verify that each of these samples, you see that it's 30 samples in a box, and you see $70. So, math girl, I'm like, you get $120 for that amount of money. That's not how these samples work. You got the same amount of product in here. Each sample is 4 applications. 2 for morning and 2 for night. So your 30 samples is 30 days, just like the eye serum tube. So, that exciting? Yeah. This is going to be available for your auto delivery next month. I'm not saying that you can get it next month, because if your auto delivery runs on the first day of the month, you're going to get what you get, whatever you select. But next month, they will put this in as an auto delivery option. If you're later in the month, I'm jealous. I signed up on August 2nd. I'm not getting these. But the other thing that excites me about this is they have so many purposes. I mean, we could actually take probably another hour and talk about all the ways you could utilize these. But I want you to think about this. I had a lady, when I posted who wants a sample, I had a lady from Mexico. These can go to Mexico. Hello. You can prospect with these outside the United States because this is Optimira. Our eye serum is Optimira line. This is exactly what our other countries will get. So, hello. Are you guys like exploding up in here? You know how expensive it is to mail a bottle out of the country? What?
It gets up there.
It gets up there, absolutely. So how easy is it to put this on a card, and mail it to Mexico? Whoop, 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 whoop.
So, yeah, free shipping until the end of today. So if you want to get a box, this would be the best time to order it. And then it doesn't ship out until October, first couple weeks in October, I think. But this is the last day that you can get free shipping on it. So, for Mike and I, if we go in separate directions, I don't want him taking my eye serum bottle. He doesn't want me taking his. So if I have samples, I can put a few in my bag or his bag, and then neither one of us are out. You have a lot of good customers. This is going to be available for customers as well.
It is right now.
Yeah. So you might not think that your customer would be interested in having samples, but that's not true. So you want to make sure that you are looking at all the different ways that you could utilize these things. Keep them in your purse. It's great to pop one out. And just to verify what Jen said, it's one night application for each eye. Okay, 1, 2. Then in the morning, 1, 2. So it's 4. So you get 4 applications, but 1 for each eye. That's 2. 1 for
You
each
just
eye.
have to tell them
That's
each year not to squirt it all out at one time.
right. So that's part of your job is to let them know how to use it, like you would anyway. Yes, sir.
If you take just a straight pin and kind of prick the end of it, it's just a really small hole, and you get a nice drop out of it, and it goes where it's supposed to.
Right on.
Awesome.
Less
Jen.
likely to oxidize everything.
You tear it open, it all comes out at once, and you're
Yeah.
used it.
So if you didn't hear what she said tell your customer, poke a hole with a little pin on the end of the sample, and then it can squirt out just a little bit at a time.
Like a straight pin.
And it's foil, so you can fold it down to keep it from oxidizing because you don't want it to get exposed to the air or else it will dry like it does when it's on skin.
But if there's a pin prick, there's probably not a lot of air getting in it.
We really don't do question and answer during this time. We want to get through the training. But
I was just thinking we could send some of those little safety pins along with it, so they can just.
yeah, if that's what you want to do, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, so everybody, is this yours, mine? I know, who cares? So Billy Enhanced Nares is like, or she gets that, right? Does anyone not get it? It's okay if you don't get it. Raise your hand.
New people, not American.
But do the new people get how you get your free product?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because you can raise your hand, it's all right.
Well, the little packets would be good for that. So they end up.
Yeah, it's going to be in. Obviously, we don't know what we don't know. We just know what's in your back office. So if you have any questions about the specifics of how you're going to access this, just wait and see. Read what you have in your marketing resources. Read over that document. It tells you this. That's what we're reading. And it'll tell you that it's on your ADO, if that's an option, and that'll be entered. That'll be available after the 10th, I think it says, of October, but just go to your marketing resources. It'll tell you the details about accessing this, the eye serum. And the Nerium gives back. So I talked about this earlier, I think maybe in the market party if you were here. So whenever you sponsor a customer, you get points. The way the points work is it's based on what they order the second month. So let's say your brand part or your new customer comes in and they say, I'm going to buy all 5 products. And then the next month, they say, I really like the EHT, that's all I need. You're going to get 55 points or whatever, yeah, I think it's 55 points for them ordering EHT their second month. You get points based on the highest value of what they order. So if the second month, the person who ordered all 5 products says, I need more of that night cream and I also want the EHT, then you're going to get 72 points for them ordering the night cream. Your points are associated with the CCV. I don't want to confuse the new people, but CCV stands for the Customer Commissionable Volume. You're getting free credit based on what your commission was. So with the EHT, it sells for 60. We get commission on 55 of that, and then you get credit, 55 points credit. With our night and firming lotion, sells for $90. You're going to get 72 points on that. So that's where the points come from. With the brand partners, you always get the highest valued point of 72. Does that make sense? Everybody? Okay. So you get it in month 2, and you get points based on what they ordered in month 2. I think there's been confusion in the field about that when somebody orders all 5 products and then they order just the eye serum or just the EHT, and they're like, how come I didn't get very many points? It's because of what they ordered the second month.
Because your ADO is your automatic delivery order. So your first month isn't an automatic delivery order. It's the second month that your ADO kicks in.
So what does that mean you should do
Oh, there's all
in the first month? While they're using their products, it's your job to promote that either they buy something more expensive the second month if you want more points. This is your incentive. Or for you to encourage them to try a different product. If they bought the night cream and they're like, I got plenty of night cream, say, okay, cool. Well, maybe you want to try the firm. And so the second month they order firm. So that way you keep your points up. But worst case scenario, you get 55 points and you're getting free inventory. Boo-hoo.
Get them to do 3 or free for the same thing they have. Their ADO would be of all products.
Yep. Well, you get points on the highest product, but yes. So Mike was just saying, if you help them get 3 or free their first month, then you're going to get the best credit available. So redeem your rewards points for all on any product. And yes, Carrie, I'm hoping that means that we can get the individual eye serum because it's going to be in your ADO. So I don't know what the reason why you wouldn't, because we can sample it to more. And does Jeff Olson want us to sample it to more? So that's logical. Jeff Olson makes good choices. That's why he's awesome, and everybody follows him. You can choose when to redeem these. So you have up to 180 days. 180 days is half a year. You can let those points accumulate, just rack them up, and then like a slot machine, you can go ching, and you can cash them all out, and this box comes to your door, and it's got all kinds of stuff in it that you selected. Or you can say, I just need a couple of bottles of night cream, and you can request 2 bottles of night cream and just cash out some of your points. It's up to you, but you only have 180 days. And the company knows that we're not writing down every day that we earn points. So if you look in your back office, there's a counter, and it tells you how many points are going to expire in 180 days. Because you're earning points every month if you're growing your business. And you don't know how many points came in 6 months ago. The company knows that. But you have to look. That's our responsibility to go in our back office and look. Can I see how many points somebody else has and when they expire? Yes. Is it my job to tell them that their points are expiring? No. You have to be on top of it. This is your business. And you have to make your own bed, and you have to go and make your own sandwich.
Brush your own teeth.
So, it's nice if I catch it and I call you, but don't anticipate that your upline sponsor is watching your back office like a hawk.
How many people get in their back office on a daily basis? Awesome. How many people never get in their back office? Not to shame anyone, just to, your back office is like the cockpit of your business. I want you guys to go back. You can't mess anything up. You can click on everything a million times. You're not going to mess up anything up. So go in your back office. Learn your back office. Learn where everything is. Learn where, you know where the communication center is. You know where your placement suite is. You know where your redeem your points are. If you have, let's say you have $270 in free product this month for your auto delivery. Jen and I, Mike and Tony, find every single month people that have $270 in free product and an $80 auto delivery. That hurts us for so many reasons. If you aren't looking at your back office, you don't know that. Because if you're getting points and getting customers, guess what? Your auto delivery, those points are adding up, and you're getting that. And it'll say, it's right on the front page of your back office. You have earned this many points this month. So if you have 270 points and you're only getting a night cream, you're leaving lots. I mean, Jeff Wilson's probably happy with you because he doesn't have to ship out free products yet. But that's craziness. You've earned those points, you've earned that free product, and all you have to do is go in. The company, there's no way they can keep track of it. They can't call Laura up and say, Laura, knock, knock. You're not paying attention, and you got all this product.
And the other thing is that your volume, when you have an $80, $90 auto delivery, and you have 270 free, how painful would that be if you were that close to a rank advancement? If you could have gone from brand partner to senior brand partner because you redeemed your free product. Hello. It affects everyone. It affects everyone. So redeem your free product.
Yes.
So
this is one of those nuggets that you don't keep a secret. Take back to your team that is here. And you might go through, if you have a manageable team, go through. All you have to do is go into Leader Dashboard, select their name, and look on their front page. So if I go in and I look and I see if Taryn has 270 this month, and she only has an $8 auto delivery, if you don't know how to do that, get with your upline support and find out how to do it. Because everyone needs to be taking advantage of that for sure. It's huge. So y'all clap, and that's great. But who's doing something about it? Yay! Okay, I like that too. We're opening in Japan. We're going to open in Australia, Hong Kong, Colombia. So, the best thing you can do right now is reaching out, asking who lives in these countries. Who do you know in Japan? Who do you know in Colombia? Who do you know in Hong Kong? Germany's coming, so who do you know in Germany?
Europe is coming.
Europe is coming, yes. Who do you know in these places? And the best way to do it, besides just talking to your friends, is go to Facebook in the search bar and type in friends of friends in Australia, friends of friends in Colombia, friends of friends in Japan, friends of friends in China.
If they're my friend, do you friend them?
No.
Do you want thank you. It's okay to be friends with them, but let's be honest. It's hard to keep track of how you are friends with friends on Facebook, right? So just do yourself a huge favor and don't get tangled up with that, because you might like, John Smith in Europe today, and 6 months from now, you're prospecting him when you make friends with him. You saw that he was my friend, and you were just being friendly, and that's okay. But just don't put yourself in a position to be tangled up where you're cross-connecting out of respect. And I will do the same for each of you.
So some of those people might, if your friend, let's say your friend in Nerium, friends them as well, and your friend in Nerium might be a higher rank than you. That person might pick them. I mean, you've been building a relationship with them for a year now, and that person might pick them just based on the fact that they feel like that they're, at a higher status. You just never know why people go. So that's why Jen's saying it's just not, there's a lot of people walking around in Japan. It's kind of crowded there. So you don't need to be friends with other people's friends. So that would be my biggest thing to talk about. October 20th, Australia's coming. It's coming. And there are people building there, and there are people sending people to the, webinars, and so get with your upline and find out, what all resources do I have? I have a person that I'm friends with. What can I send them? You've got to be asking these questions, because if you don't tell them, someone else will. It might be someone in Australia, it might be someone in this room, but someone else is going to tell them about Nerium. They're going to hear about it somewhere. So if you're not exactly sure how to build outside of the U.S., get with your upline, and then we can help you. We can help you do that. But if you're sitting in your chair going, "Well, I know 15 people in Australia, and this happened." My first cousin lives in Japan, but I haven't contacted him. I just don't know what to do. I mean, that's craziness. That's absolute craziness. Because you're going to call your cousin 6 months from now, and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm in here." My friend
Sean Wan. One other thing I'm going to say about that, we are all Nerium family here, right? We can all agree. When we build internationally, the company has said the best way to build internationally is to have team support. So there are a few teams in Nerium, and when Raelyn is saying go to your upline and find the support, I would say the best thing that you could do is find the support in your team's page, because that team page is really to help you build internationally. We are Team Nerium in the United States. We all stand together and we support one another. But when we go into other countries, work with your team. And if you were at conference, there was Epic Lifestyle. There was One Team, One Dream. There's a couple of others that I don't know. You know, Team Impact. So, what was the global?
Global Now.
Global Now. Global Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are a few of the teams, and it's not to cause division amongst us. That is not at all what it is. It is about bringing us together and giving us core strength when we go to other countries. Okay? So I hope you guys all understand that.
Jeff Wilson was smart enough to know that he had to build a culture in the United States in the first 5 years before. He's smart. He doesn't go to the 5 stars 3 years ago and say build teams, because that would have broke us all apart, right? That would have been like us against you. But now we all love each other, and it's like it doesn't even faze me. On ours, we're on Epic Lifestyle Team. And it has, so if you don't know what your team is, find out what it is, and find out how many more resources you have now. Because now we have all the national marketing directors that we can take advantage of all the way from Danny Gassany down. And he has over 200 national marketing directors underneath him. So before, we were never hearing from Dale Munger except when he got on stage. Now we have a weekly call with our Team Epic Lifestyle that has Dale Munger and Vanessa and Todd Cahill and Monica Dawson and all these people that we never got to hear from. So it's a good thing. So don't think of it as a bad thing. It's awesome. Amazing. Absolutely. Okay, so everybody knows about the team calls. You can now go to teamcall.com to log in. If you're around your computer, you can just log in to that, or you can dial the number, either one. If you're not listening to your team calls, why? First of all, Nerium doesn't have to do that. They don't have to spend their time and resources giving us training every single week. They could be a company that takes your $500 and hopes that you stick to the walls. They could. Seriously. And there are lots of other companies out there that do that. They give you minimal, training after you sign the dotted line. So look at the team call not as like, oh, I gotta listen to this. Look at your calls as a gift. My favorite call is the senior director call. So get the senior director, because holy moly. The guy, oh yeah. Go, Yes, so David Berg gets on there. I mean, the top trainers in the company get on there. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome call. But they're all good. I mean, if you have a team call, we have an Epic Lifestyle as a Thursday team call, you should be on it. Because if you have a team, or you want to have a team, you got to know what's going on. You have to know that every Thursday, if you're on Epic Lifestyle, you have an opportunity to get on an Australian webinar done by all 5 stars. If you never got on that call, you don't know about it. Guess what? Your team probably doesn't know about it. Because if you're not listening to the calls, your team's not listening to them either. So the first time they ask you a question about, hey, I was listening to the corporate call on Tuesday, and they said something about eye serum packets. What is that? And you go, oh, I don't know. I was getting my nails done Tuesday at 3. And if you can replay them, you don't have to be there right at Tuesday at 3, but you need to be there as soon as possible and listen to the replay. Because everything in Nerium is timely. We're moving fast. We got shit to do. So, I'm just edit that, girl. The NeriumCall.com, you need to have that memorized because as we're building globally, we weren't listening to NeriumCall.com. We can, but that is so that you can help keep your international partners engaged. NeriumCall.com is where you send your international partners, and that way they can listen. I know that we had a couple of partners, or we have a couple of partners in Canada, and when we would do our corporate update calls, they would text me and say, this is too expensive. I can't afford the call because Canada does not have what we have in the United States for calling internationally. So they don't even have AT&T in Canada. So this NeriumCall.com helps it to be obtainable and accessible to anyone in the globe. So that's one big deal. And then the other one, it was kind of like what Raelyn was saying, is your team going to do what you're not doing? If you're not sharing, if you're not advising, if you're not on the calls, then your team's not going to do it, and you're going to limit your success. Now, one thing I do is when I'm on these team calls, like the corporate update call, sometimes you get a phone call that interrupts you. And I just text them and I say, hey, I'm on a conference call with the CEO and our founding board. I'll call you as soon as I get off. I call them up and I'm like, hey, what's going on? They're like, you were on a conference call with the CEO of Nerium? I'm like, yeah, he does call for me every week so I can know what's going on. They're like, wow. So that's cool, right? The other way I use these calls is David Bird is an author. And so I have a friend who's a business builder. And I said, hey, I have a book for you if you're interested. So I gave him one of David's books. I forget which one it was right now. Oh, the failing. What's the failing one? No, not the tipping point. There's one about failing, like the common pitfalls in leadership. But nevertheless, I said, have you read this book? And he goes, no. And I said, oh, well, I'd love for you to take this and read it. And he goes, I love business building books. I said, I do. I go, as a matter of fact, I have a very close relationship with this man. He does a call with me a couple times a month. What? I go, yeah, he's awesome. You're going to love his book. So that turns some business-minded people. So you can use these calls as a business builder. You can pique people's interest just by telling them that you're on these calls. So don't overlook that opportunity. Don't look at it as a wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Don't be negative about it. Be positive. You are invited to sit at the round table with Jeff Olson, Mark and Tammy Smith, all of our leaders, Deborah Hines. They are inviting you to sit at the round table, and they are giving you their 15-minute update on a weekly basis. This is what I'm doing. Jen, this is what I'm doing. Jen, we've got a new product coming out. Jen, we've got a new magazine coming out. I want you to know about it. They are talking to each of you individually to help you grow your business. They're not doing that because they have nothing else to do with their time. And I guarantee you that 2 of us would not be standing up here if we did not commit to listening to the corporate calls. Just telling you. Right. And so either listen to the call, take our advice and listen to the call, or make sure you don't call your upline when the calls come up. then that gives your upline clue that you're not on call. Okay, so who all went to St. Louis? Woo! Woo, 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 woo. I mean, Okay, so St. Louis is July 20th through the 22nd, 2017. It's in July. It's only once a year now. Okay? Once a year. I'm not happy about that. But I get it. I totally get it. You know, it's one time you have to, you know, you got a family, you got bills, you got all that stuff. I totally get it. But I'm sad because I only get to see some people on our team once a year now. So I'm not happy about that part of it. But we have no excuse now. No excuse. We know on September 17th that July 20th to the 22nd, we are busy. Okay? So if you have a job, they need to know in advance when you need time off, tell them now. You're busy. If you do not have a supportive husband like Jen and I do, and someone who has joined you in this business and is going for this, that's okay. Just let him know or her know. July 20th through the 22nd, you're welcome to come with me, but I'm going to St. Louis. Especially in the Midwest, we have no reason to not go because all we have to do is hop in our car and go there in 2 hours. Grab a Subway sandwich, and fix it. Okay? So, we're going to play a little video. Mike has put a little video together of some of the photos that were taken in Dallas. So, I want you guys to really, if you were there, you'll get to live some of those moments again. If you weren't there, you just have to know that it's not about all the things you write in your notebook that you get at conference. You get to dance with your team. You get to laugh with your team. You get to cry with your team. You get to have pizza with your team. You get to have breakfast with your team. You get to hang out in the lobby with your team afterwards. You get to have a team dinner with your team. You get to talk to leaders that you